Here we are with another Friday morning live. Hope everybody's doing great. Whatever, December 6th, 2024. Beautiful day. Got some snow on the ground. Time to go shovel soon. It's not much. Get some cold weather into the bones. Shock the body a little. You know, the cold makes us feel alive. The heat puts us to sleep. The cold makes you feel alive until it puts you to sleep, until you freeze to death. Pain, pain, pain. Pain, misery, and suffering. How many people live with pain? More than you will ever know. Most people deny and ignore their pain. You know, you wake up in the mornings and it starts off with some little discomforts and we ignore it. And this goes on for days, and then it goes on for weeks, and then it goes on for months. And then these little discomforts get even more discomforting. And we continue to ignore them. You know, thinking that they will go away. And, you know, a lot, I don't know if most, but a lot of these discomforts will go away. It's usually attributed to what did we eat the night before? What emotions did we have the night before, the day before? Those are the main things, the emotions and the what did we eat. And usually the emotions drive what we ate. So that's why we continue to say volition and emotion is seed of all. It's creation itself. These are the avenues of how our physicality has been manifested. And if we pay a little attention to these things, we just might find some resolutions, right? Now, all these things that are causing these pains, misery, and suffering, we put them all under one umbrella and we name them obstructions. We keep things very simple in the realm of MFS. Obstructions. This is what causes all our pain, misery, and suffering. If it's in the foot, the medical system will call it one thing. If it's in the knee, if it's in the thigh, if it's in the calf, if it's in the pelvis, if it's in the stomach, if it's in the back, lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, elbows, hands, head, ears, nose, eyes, mouth. Wherever it is, they have a name for it. And those names are all man-made fictions, as far as I'm concerned anyway. My opinion. All man-made fictions. And there's people wear white jackets that we've been conditioned to believe have all the answers. And when they give us one of those labels, or two or three or four, who knows, we hang on to those labels and we nurture those labels and we continue to feed that label and live for that label. Now, living for that label. I've come across tens of thousands of people in the last 35 years. I can't even keep count, right? So tens of thousands, 100,000, who knows? I don't know. It's a lot of people. And I can assure you that people, for the most part, we live for those labels we were given. You know, if we bring up a child, you're dumb, you're stupid, no, 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 no. Unless that child's spirit has such a strong field strength to, you know, because he came here, or she came here to prove that wrong, that child's not going to grow up in a balanced state. It's going to have many challenges in life. So imagine we grow a child with all loving words and loving actions, and everything is possible. What's the possibilities? It's, you know, we create our own belief systems. Just look at all around the world. Every continent, every country, every city, town, village, every single one has a general belief system. And then there's belief systems within those generalities, those parts within families. And there's belief systems within those of your co-workers and your friends. And these are all created belief systems that can contribute to the pain, misery, or suffering that we live. So how do we get out of all this stuff? Well, the only thing that I found has a solution for all this stuff is a divine fasting lifestyle. Must be from the divine. If we do it for ourselves, our health, our ego, we're not going to be happy campers. If we do it all in praise of the glorified divine creator, we're going to have an amazing outcome. This, plasma love always flowing. It's about servicing, about giving, about sharing. That's why almost 10-year mark here on YouTube. 10 years, my goodness. It went by like that. Feels like it started yesterday. It really does. And it's just, the illusion of time. Illusion of time. But here we are. And the few of the few of the few are still in contact with us. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? They're still in contact with us. People, are making their choices from day to day. We wake up in the morning, we open our eyes, right? Put our feet on the floor or ground if we're outside, and we make our choices for that day. And unless we take control of those choices, we're going to just be wandering all over the place. So if we want to live a pain-free life, every morning when we open our eyes, we have to make those decisions to do whatever it takes, no matter what, no matter how long it takes, to relieve ourselves of all these obstructions that are causing all these imbalances, pain, misery, and suffering. And we continue to work on that as a lifestyle choice, because it's not something that we achieve and then we go back to our old ways. Why would we want to go back? The only reason we're going to go back is because there's many things in our environments that draw us, pull us back into those, I'll call them high vibration, because the low fields, the high vibration, low field strength. We want the little to no vibration and high field strength. What do I mean by that? Well, if we look at the tuning of music, international music standard is 440 hertz. A number of creation, the tuning of this planet and this universe and nature is 432 hertz, so it's lower to bring the balance. So you go higher, you move things out of balance. So we go lower and we bring it back to balance, and it raises our field strength. If we go higher in that falsified pitch frequency, we lose field strength. Basic common sense. We want to be in tune. We don't want to be vibrating. If we're vibrating, we're out of tune. We want to be flowing, beautifully flowing with all our surroundings. You know, when we're in nature versus in a big city, we feel way better. All the birds and the bees and all the little noises and the trees and the wind blowing and leaves falling and everything that comes with nature, the sun shining, water, all these things are in tune with 432, and that's why we feel better. Now we move into a city, especially a large city, everything's vibrating. And then you get the hum, the noise of that city. There's a in the background. We don't notice it, but it's there. You know, there's a highway not too far from here. That noise travels. Whether you can physically hear it or not, that noise is affecting us. You know, cars rolling on the road, the engines, the wind noises, all those noises are creating imbalances, right? Imbalances where we can actually design things to be in balance. If we mimic and copy all the things in nature, you know, if you look at designs of fighter jets and everything, they copy birds. Specifically, it was the falcon, the fastest flying bird, the shape of that bird. It's no coincidence. Nature's perfect. The creator who designed nature is perfect. So we don't need to go far and into different realms to find the perfection that we're looking for. We just need to follow the basic, simple paths of the divine, and all the answers will be revealed to us. And how do we do that? Well, we go inwards. Fasting. Fasting is the solution for all these things. Fasting opens us up. It makes us, puts us into the state of a little child where we can absorb. Think about when you break a fast, especially after several days or weeks. Body absorbs. When you take things in for the first time, the body just absorbs. What's a fasting state? Fasting state is only the dry fasting state, right? Every time we talk about fasting, the fasting state is the dry fasting state. In the Bible, Moses mentions when he went up into the mountains to get the 10 Commandments, he didn't eat for 40 days and drink. Didn't eat and drink for 40 days and 40 nights. It's actually written in there. When Christ fasted in the desert, there's no mention that he didn't drink. I will take it as he didn't drink, because fasting is defined by me as a dry fasting state. So, this is the way we describe it. Fast, it's a dry fasting state. If you're drinking, you're mimicking a fasting state. You're not in a fasting state. You're mimicking. You're trying to fool the body to be in a fasting state, if that's the proper word. Alrighty, no questions. We will call it a day, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Keep living it, keep loving it. Choose one of the levels and just keep doing it over and over and over again. Let's send plaf and pray to all the people in dire situations around the world, and even more so to all the evil psychopath war pig killers, that we may penetrate their hearts. And with that said, see you back on the page. See you back next call Wednesday, Facebook Live. Ciao for now. Plaf.